Hello. Hello,
Hi,
all of you. Hi, Gusman. How are you?
I'm great. How about you, Resma?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much. Thank you for all who are joining us today on live session for computational thinking using CS first. So, before we dive into what our session is today, we are Google Educator Group. So, I just want to give a little bit idea about what Google Educator Groups are and who we are. So, Google Educator Groups are a group of voluntary educators who come together to inspire, learn, share, and empower each other in the field of education. So, it is a passionate community of educators. So, we come up with problems, we try to solve them with the help of each other, and that is how we build our chain of helping more educators around. So, we are trying to do a lot of sessions to help teachers understand how technology can be integrated in their classrooms, what is Google certifications for educators, and whoever educator would like to present with us has a great idea about helping others, feel free to contact with us. We'll share the information soon. So we are back here with Gusman Adi. My name is Reshma Honam. I'm a leader of GEG Pune. And this session is a combined session of GEG Pune and Ahmedabad. So unfortunately, Dr. Varia is not able to join us today, but he is watching us live. And we have Gusman Adi. He is the GEG mentor for us. Thank you so much, Gusman, for all the help.
You're most welcome.
I will give a little bit introduction about Gusman. There is a lot of things that I want to say, but I'll just give a quick short recap of who Gusman is and what he is doing in his country. So Gusman is a graduate in IT. He is a computer science teacher in his school. Not just a teacher, he is a Google Certified Level 1, Level 2. He's a Google Certified trainer and an innovator. So he found a problem in his education system and he decided to find a solution to it. Gusman is a passionate educator who always believes, enthusiastic, and is persistent in his learning new things. He's especially intrigued with the efforts in simplifying and improving learning processes with the use of technology, with the new one or the existing ones. He actually believes that what matters most is delivering education up to the expectation of future generation. So we talked about this is all about student learning. We need to make changes in our education system to help our students. That is the next 21st century. In earlier projects, Gusman has trained educators in G Suite for education, as well as he has led various sessions related to G Suite, now Google Workspace, and machine learning in Indonesia. So thank you, Gusman, for joining us today and sharing your expertise. Over to you, and the stage is yours.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone, and good evening from Indonesia. And okay, before we start with the main topic, our main topic today is we are going to talk about the CS first. Maybe if anybody ever used the CS first, would you mind to put on the comments first, and then you can tell us, oh, I ever used that, or maybe this is the first time for you to use the CS first. Please also give a comment so we can know that how can we start the sessions. Okay, but before we start, while waiting for the comments, thank you so much for the one who already put on the comments. Uh, our CS first is actually, it will promote the computational thinking. So maybe if somebody are not really into computational thinking or not really know what computational thinking is, actually computational thinking is like the way of thinking on how we can solve a problem. It's actually composed of 4 steps. The first one is decomposing. So we have a big problem and then we find how we can chunk it into smaller ones so we can solve it one by one. And then the second one is about the abstraction. So you take the point on which is the most important part of the problem so you can address to it. And the third one is about the pattern recognitions. You find which of the problem are you. There must be a pattern in every problem that we have. And then the last is we are going to build the what we call algorithm. So we are going to create a step by step on how we can address the problem that we have. Now we are going to go to the CS first. So I'm going to open the CS first over here. So this is my CS first dashboard. So as you can see, my CS first dashboard over here. If you are wondering how can we get to the CS first dashboard, first thing first, you have to go to the CS first with google.com to get it here. So I'm going to share the link for Ms. Resma. Ms. Resma, would you mind to share it with our participant? Thank you so much. So when you are going to the csfirst.withgoogle.com, you are going to see something really new, that you will see something like this. I'm going to open first. It's gonna be a very beginning. You are going to go into the home. It's gonna be like this. So over here, you will get the overview about everything about the CS first. But the most important thing is we can go and log in as a teachers. So you later in your sites, you will have something called sign in. When you go sign in, you will have something that there are two options over here. It will ask you, are you students or you are teachers over here? So as we are teachers, please choose as a teachers. So once you already create the teachers, I'm going to make sure that if you are using your school account, please make sure to ask your school admin to turn on over here in the apps, additional Google service. Make sure you turn on the CS first. If you are not turning on this one, the teachers will not be able to use the CS first. Okay, so it has to be turned on. Let me check for a while. This one, the CS first over here have to be turned on. The CS first apps over here, the service have to be turned on. Make sure it's on for everyone. So it's not only for you, but it's also for your teachers, your students, I mean. Okay, once you're back in, we have a lot in store of the Google first, the Google CS first. You can, when you are going to create a class, you are going to be asked, are you going to import classes from Google Classroom or not? If you are not going to import from your classes, you can close it and then you can create a normal class directly. But if this is your first time in going to the CS first, usually you can take a look on what's new over here. In your dashboard, you will have classes, you will have archive class, you will have the students project. You can join a class as a co-teacher or as a student, and then you can see your profile here, as well as you can see what's new over here. This is some new features that just roll on the CS first. You can see something that we can call students can now sign in with Google. You can take a look over here, activate it, and then later you can update the class with the class tool. Something like this. So back again over here in the class. So I have prepared two classes. The first one over here is for my students, in which all the students over here have to sign in with the school account, in which since this one is for global, I have prepared another class. In the other class over here, I'm going to share again. This one, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to stop my screen for a while. And then I'm going to share again. Share screen. Window. Here. Share. So I would like to invite everyone to come to this class by going to CS first, sign in students. So you just need to click this link and then put on the class code SMG65X. SMG65X. Once you are signing in, once you are creating in the very first one, you will be able to, you will be asked to create an account. You might want to write down the password. So so you can get into the class again, or you can just sign in just for one time, and then for the next time you can create your own class. Okay, let me see for what. Seems like no one yet joining in. Over here in this in this overview, you can take a look how many students have joining in. Once you have some students, you can start a classes by clicking units over here. When you take a look on the units, you can add your class units while we are waiting for the students to sign in, while we are waiting for teachers to sign in over here. We can go to the CS first unit over here. When we click on the CS first unit, you will take a look. There will be a lot of lessons that you can choose over here. Either you are going to choose the 1 hour one, pitch your passions, unusual discovery, animate a name, animate your own Google logo, or adventure on the high sea, gamble, and everything. There's a lot of things that we can do over here. So sample, I'm going to use something called Code Your Hero. So I will add this into the class. When I add this one into the class, when I add this unit into the class, all the students who join into my class will be able to do this assignment. So here I'm going to click on Gigi Pune and Amabad, and then I'm going to view the classes again. Once you take a look over here, you also can take a look on the curriculum if you click on the other button before. Here you can take a look. If your unit is already finished, you can just mark it over here and then mark it as finished, which means if your students have finished and complete all the summaries.
Gusman, I have a quick question.
Yes,
So,
please.
I see our educators are not able to click in and log in as a student. So, can we go to the first step as to where they should be clicking a link?
I think I'll give a link over here again.
Mhm.
I need to go over here and then please put the code as MG65X.
Yeah, this is great because I think this is a clickable link and it will be easy for them to just click it. Okay, so those who have joined us, I just shared another link that Gusman gave me. So you only have to click that link and you will go to this CS first page. Now, we are going to work with Gusman as a student so that we can see how the teacher side looks like and how the students will be working on it. So just click on this link and enter the code that is being given here as a student. So we will be able to see what the activity is and what actually we should be doing in that.
Okay.
So once you log in, and I will just post the code as well, class code quickly.
So Ms. Resma, actually we can share the link over here. When we click on the people, we can take a look. We can ask the students to go to this link and then give the class code over here, right? But it will be easier if you click only over here in the share button. When we click the share button, we can copy the link directly. And then when we share this link, the teachers will directly create the account.
Okay, that's wonderful. That is quick and fast also to understand. Yes.
So actually we have several ways on asking the students to join. So this is the manual way. The second way, actually, besides giving the link, we also can create the account first. We can create students first over here. So I'm going to share again over here. On the right side over here, we can see a blue button that have the plus add students. We can click add students over here, and then if we have the student's name, we can click the student's name over here. We can put on the student's name, let's say Gusman, or maybe I will make it anonymous, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U. Sample like this.
So, Gusman, there is a question from teachers that when they click that link, it is asking them to sign in using username and password.
Yes,
So do they have to create a username and password separately, or just use their regular Google account?
they can try both. They can try both. So this
Okay.
one is actually you can when you put in your own Google account, you
Mm-hmm.
will create a new one.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm,
So I'm also trying to log in just to see the experience, how it is.
mhm.
Okay, perfect. So educators, you can log in and just use your awesome Dimple ma'am. So she got that code. So I think now educators are trying to log in. So I think we should just wait for a couple of minutes to see if they are able to go in.
We got two students already got in over here. So we can see the number of students that sign in directly.
Mm-hmm.
And then over here, when we are taking a look in the dashboard again, we can back to the classes again,
Mm-hmm.
GG Connect over here. And then we can take a look on the units. In the units over here, there are something really cool. Okay, seems like somebody already start to watch the video. Somebody already start to take a look over here. We can take a look from here. We can see how many video that being watched, is the project being submitted, and how is the result of the survey. So we as a teachers, we also can take a look at the units as well as we can view the materials. So usually teachers need to prepare a day or a week before teaching, right? So we have a lesson plan, we have the optional planning activity just in case something happen. We can have the preparations, and then we also have the worksheets, we have the drawing guides and everything. Just in case we are running low on data, we can download all the video first, and then we can watch it together in the projector or something like that.
Awesome. Awesome.
Mhm,
So I have again pasted the link with the code. So educators, you can just click the link. This one already is a student account with the code written in it. So when you
mhm.
click that link, you should be directly able to join in as a student for Gusman's class. So thank you, Gusman. I'll give it back to you, and I'm back at backstage.
Okay, and then over here, when we click on the few lessons, we can also see what lessons are going to be teach, what lessons are the students are going to do. As we can see over here, there is the Spanish one and then the English one. The English one, actually, we only have two parts, the introduction and the wrap up. From the introduction, we can take a look. Oh, so the introduction is to look like this. The students will see, oh, they will watch the video, and then they will click the instruction over here in the link on the starter project. When they click on that one, they will get a project open in Scratch. So the CS first are working closely with the Scratch. So you are going to learn about the computational thinking by using Scratch like this. So all the students will get this template, but they can change the character, they can change the building, they can change any object inside as well as the background. So the students later, they will work closely by watching the video. Inside the video, there will be the instruction already. So the students will watch side by side. So they will need to watch the video first. After they watch the video, they are going to go to the Scratch and they will start coding. But sometimes this gonna be proof difficult, especially for the lower primary students. For the lower primary students, or maybe secondary or upper secondary or upper primary, they also can do something like this. While watching the video, there will be something like the three dots, the more over here, the options. We can use the picture in pictures. When we are activating the picture in pictures mode, we are going to have a small module over here, the small video module. We can make it big, we can make it small. And then when we are going to the Scratch, the video is actually following us. So the students doesn't need to go back and forward, from one tab to another tab, just to do the coding. So we can take a look on, oh, what is it actually? Once we're done watching, and then we see the coding part, we can follow the coding part. Oh, so we have to do something like this. So we have to do something like that. Until here, is there any questions?
I'm really happy that a lot of people are able to now log in. So if you can check, I think you should have students in your class. And could you just repeat, a couple of them asked that, could you repeat that once they log in, where should they exactly start? So they should watch a
Okay,
video, right?
yeah, they will see a video over there. They can watch the video first. And then after they watch the video, there will be a link on the sites. So the blue link, the starter project, you can click on the starter project and then you can start the project. And then what I really like about the CS First over here is they put a lot of add-ons. Over here, I believe there is around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 add-ons over here in which you can use to make the project even better compared to the original one. If you only see, oh, you only have to put something like this, you have to only put this kind of code into your Scratch. Actually, you can add more by watching the add-ons. When you open the add-ons, there will be another set of instruction. There will be another set of video. So let me back again over here. I'm going to my dashboard.
So a quick concern again. So some of the teachers have their teacher login already. So when they go to that site, they cannot log in using that username and password, right?
Yes, that's correct. Because you will be, if you are having a teacher account, you are going to be a co-teachers over here.
Oh, okay.
So
So because
yeah,
some of them are saying that they have a teacher account and when they click this link, they see GEG Pune event and class code. And in the username and password, when they click the same teacher account, they're not able to log in. So they need to have a different account, right, as a student.
yes, that's correct.
Okay. 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 And do you mind, Gusman, showing where the people, like where do you see the students, like whoever joined in, they wanted to check if they are already in there.
Okay, so over here, I think I'm back again over here. In my dashboard, I will have the GE Pune, right? So here we can get the units. In the units over here, it means we are going to see what kind of lessons, what kind of project that we are giving or we are assigning to the students. And then this one, we can check all our students here. So I'm going to click on the people. When I click on the people here, I will see the name of the students. The ABC over here is the one that I assigned before. And then I got something like 1, 2, 3, no name over here. But I believe this one is like the username. We got the username over here like 120 192 381 454 726. So this is the class, the students that already joined. And then if you take a look again over here, next to the students, there will be something have a green circle over here. If you take a look at the green circle, that means that students are now in the CS First platform. So you can see how many students are wandering around. So let's say if you are taking a look over here, there is no green button, right? That means the students is not here. The students is not online. The students is not in the platform.
Okay, okay, great tip, great tip.
Yeah, besides we can see the number of the students that logging in, we also can see, we can track either the students are inside the platform and doing the coding. Certainly, the students with the account 192, yes, he or she is inside the platform.
So
And
whoever is 192,381, feel free to help other educators as to how did you go there. Please put it in the chat because some of them are finding it difficult. So they logged in, but they are not able to find the spot where to go. So feel free to help them out in the chat.
And then this
Wonderful.
one, below the people, we have something that we can call as the co-teachers, right? So the co-teachers can help us to check, to see what is the students are doing over here. So if you are in the, what we call in the teacher account, in the beginning you are choosing as a teachers, perhaps you will not be able to choose and join into this class because usually the teachers will not be able to join as a students again. So we have to choose our role either as a students or as a teachers.
Okay, got it. Yeah, because I think some teachers who are trying to log into this classroom, they are logging in as teachers, and that is why they are not able to see the activity.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you, Gusman. I'll be backstage again.
Okay, so this is the code for the co-teachers, the GHPZVRRCP. So later, maybe Mr. Resma can share for the teachers who are joining in as a teacher in the beginning. You can try to have a co-teach with me. Okay, so I'm going to continue again. So this is about the students. Let me back again into the units. Into the units, we can see the progress summary. In the progress summary over here, we can see the video watch, how many video that being watched by the students, as well as here we have two video. We can see, oh, someone is already halfway. One video is already being watched, right? Oh, 381 is already watching two video already. 636 already watched one video. But watching video uh, is not a guarantee that the students understand. So if you really want to see if the students really understand what they really need to do, or you want to see the students working, you can take a look at the project submitted. When you click on the project submitted, you can see the students' work. So over here, I have a lot of students over here, right? I got a Code Your Hero in English, and then the second one, I got the one in Spanish. So I'm going to go down over here. As I can see, there are two students that are doing their works. But let's say this one is the template, right? Are both of these are both of these students already do the project? Have they really do the code? We can take a look over here. We can click it, and then it will open the Scratch. We can open their project directly, and then we can see in the first character, oh, there are no code yet. In the second character, oh, there is also no code. The third character, there is also no code. So, which means the students only watch the video, they already click the link, but they haven't started to work on the project. So we can, come on guys, you can do it. Do you have any difficulties? Something like that. We can ask the students, and then we can take a look again. So we can check 381. Oh, actually the students is still online. Maybe we can ask, Miss or sir, with the account with the 381, do you have any difficulties? How about the 120? We also can check over here the project. Oh, this is cool. This is already correct. It will make the movement 10 step, turn, and then go to random position, and then point in direction again, and then change the X by 10, and then set the X to minus 150. How this will looks like? Sample, I will try to double click here. Oh, so it's gonna be going up like this. Again, oh, it's going up and down. Again, why the movement is random? If the students are asking, you can take a look at the code and then you can see, oh, because over here, you have the code that go to random position, as well as you can zoom the code. so it can be seen clearly by the students. Oh, you are not supposed to use the random position sample. Maybe over here, if you want to start from here in the beginning, you can use the motion, and then you can go to the set XY. We can put it over here, go to XY. So it will always start from here in the beginning. And then maybe let's say, I want to point over here. We are going to pull out the go to XY again. But if we are doing the go to XY like this, if I double click it, it will be instantaneously linked like this, right? But if you want to make it move slowly, we can use something like this. I will throw away the go to, return it back over here. I will put the position, second position over here. I will choose glide. Glide how many seconds? And then when I click here, it will move like this.
Wonderful, exciting.
Yeah,
Gusman, it looks so easy to do. Like you don't need to have a computer science background to use this. Any teacher can help the students
it
learn
is.
coding actually.
It is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I
And
think
then
when
actually,
students learn how to play all these games, I think it's great for them to know what goes behind those games, like when the character moves here and there. Beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's correct. Actually, the beauty of this platform, the beauty of the CS First platform is we as a teachers, we really become a facilitator because the materials in which the students need to learn is actually already given in the video. So when you take a look on the video, maybe I'm going to back to my classes again. I'm returning to my dashboard. In the Code Your Hero over here, when we take a look at the units, when we see the units, we can see, oh, it's gonna be like this, right? In the introduction over here, if you really watch the video up until finish, you can see inside the video, it will have the explanation about the code step by step. But again, to make it easier for our students, instead of them going back and forward between the Scratch and the CS first, we can ask them always to click the three dots and choose picture in pictures. Then the video will follow us. We can make it bigger. And then while we are watching the video, we can do the code directly. But when we're doing the picture in pictures, we only can play and pause. We cannot move it forward or backwards. Okay. Until here, is there any questions?
I don't see
in the
I don't see
units.
any question. Mhm.
Oh, no questions. Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm
Just
going to
sorry, just one question, but I am sure you are going to take that later. That can we save this animation as a can we save this code as students' activity or students' work?
Can we save the student works? So actually, when the students doing it, it will be saved automatically. If
Okay.
the students are not sure when they are doing the project, they can do the file over here and then they can save. There will be some options to save over here.
And as a to your computer as well. Okay.
Yes, correct.
Nice. Thank you.
So here, usually when I teach the CS course to my kids, I like to do something like this. Inside the units, we as the teachers, we will see the lessons, example, and materials. I will dive into the materials. And then on the D-Day, when I have to teach the kids, I will go to the example first. And then in the example, I will open the samples. And then I will show it to my students. Hey guys, today we are going to create something that looks like this. So we are going to have something like a hero project, and well, please bear with me. And we can click the flag button later, and then let the animation start. So the students can see, oh, we are going to create something like this. Sample. The instruction is press the space bar. Whoa, my superhero is comforting blah, blah, blah. Okay. So this is the sample, one sample. If it's not enough, usually the CS first will provide more than one sample. So we can go again and again, and then we can show it to the kids. First, after they got the idea, oh, we are going to create something, good. Now you can go to the lessons, you can watch the video. Once you already watch the video introduction, you can try to do the starter project. After you do the starter project like this, if you're done, for some students, they will be very fast. They will be fast finishing, and then when they fast and done their project faster than the others, hey, you can also try to go over here, back to the video again, and go on the add-ons. You see, how can we make the building move across the screen? So your hero will look like flying. Oh, that looks interesting, miss. So your kids will try to open it. There will be another video. So it will seem like this. How can we do it? So the kids will watch the video again, and then they will add the code, that sample being given over here, into their own project. So their project will become much better, complete. And in the end of the sessions, let's say everyone already finished their project, they already done the coding. What am I going to do usually? I am going to do something like this. I will back here again into the dashboard. In my dashboard over here, I'm going to go to the people. In the people here, I'm going to choose on the project. Sorry, not people. Units, I will go to the project submitted. In the project submitted over here, I'm going to go and then do what we call, I'm going to pick a stick, and then, okay, so I'm going to choose these students today, sample. Wow, this looks good. Let's take a look together. And then I will ask the students to do the styling. Okay, what is the project that you are doing? Why you are doing it like this? What is the story? So that is the sample. Until here, that is the CS first. Let me check. Any questions?
Gusman, Raksha madam has a question about, she said that CS first used to connect to the community earlier. How does a student do it now after saving the project? So after saving it online, the student project was displayed in the community worldwide. Now she's saying that the option is not seen. So do you have any idea? How can it be shown to other people in the community?
Okay, so this one is actually, they are making it something more closer over here, because it's used for the classroom, right? So I don't think it can be shared directly to the community at this time, but I believe there will be an improvement for that one.
And I know teachers are trying to do it. They said that it looks very interesting, but it's a little overwhelming and tricky for now. right now. But I'm sure when they go through it, because when I also tried it for the first time, like I didn't know which code to move, which code to do, but you practice like different steps. It is very clear. It says going on X axis, going on Y axis. So going to the right, going to the left, and so on. And very interesting, everyone is saying. So everybody who is joining in, please make sure that you check this out, log in, and try it a couple of times before you assign it to the students, so you know how to help them. No coding experience is required, nothing. And I really feel that it is a great activity because in India, summer session will end soon and kids will have break. And even during the school hours, maybe 20 minutes break time with these activities will help them to refresh and have fun in between and still learn something.
That's correct. And I think I'm going to take a look over here for a while. Let's see.
And Gusman, the class that you made, a teacher has a question that can they still log into that class after the session is over and still practice?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I will not delete this class. So this is just a trial class. So I just put one unit over here. But actually, let me see if there are any co-teachers coming. It seems like no co-teachers over here. So this one, we can get more resources about the teaching materials as well as the distance learning and also the live workshop. So if you would like to dive in more into the CS first, on top of your dashboard over here, you will get the curriculum, the resources, and also about. You can go to the resources part. You can see a lot of things over here. So what I really like over here, not only you can teach the students to code, but there is also a clear set about the reference that we can give to the parents so the parents can work together with us, as well as it also provides the contingency plan just in case the internet connection goes down and then students cannot access. We have the offline one over here. And then the most important thing and the most important one for the students are certificates. You can celebrate over here. You can take a look over here. You can put on the student's name. You can get the templates and then you can write down what is the, maybe if you don't have the username and password, just let it be over here. You can put it just here. What's the lesson name? What is your name? And then when is the date? And then maybe you can give a sign here. So all the template is ready.
So another question, Gusman, is that does school has to sign up for this, or a teacher individually can just assign it to her classroom without the whole school being signed up?
Okay, that's a good question, Mr. Asma. So over here, actually, you do not need to sign up the whole school, but the whole school, the what we call the admin of the school, will need to activate the CS First services in your school, especially if your school are using a Google Workspace account. If your school are using Google Workspace account, you must ask your admin to turn on the CS First services in the additional Google service. In order, you can enable the classroom integration and as well as to enable you to go into the CS First sites.
So,
Otherwise, you will not be able to sign in.
yeah, so it's a great idea. I like this idea about maybe the teachers can introduce CS first to their principals and administrators to show them what it is, because all these resources are free from Google, because Google really believes in that all students should know coding. It should not be like you're writing a C program or a Java or a Python, but they should know the computational thinking behind it. Like, what is computer science, how the coding works. So if you can demonstrate it to your principals and teachers to show them how wonderful this curriculum is, and then request them to turn it on for everybody. I think that will be a great idea to have something like this in the schools as well going.
Correct. Perhaps I will stop my screen and then I will reshare again on the Google admin. So maybe later you can share it to your admin also. Here. So first thing first, you are going to go to the admin console. Oops, I'm sorry. So first you can go to the apps after you're signing into after your admin signing in into the admin console. Go to the apps, choose the additional Google services, and then make sure they turn on the CS first service. This one, make sure it's being turned on for everyone.
Wonderful. And another educator is asking that in case they are like at present not teaching in school, or they just want to use it with their a small group of students or kids around them, can they even use the CS First as a personal account?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can just go to your personal account, and then maybe I'm going to try to open again. This one is still all the CS First, right? Let's say I will sign out from my profile first. Finger crossed I haven't signed in with this account. Let's say I will sign in. Let's say I'm a teacher. I think I'm not sharing the screen.
No, yeah, we cannot see that screen.
I'm sorry.
No worries.
I will share my screen again.
Sorry, Gusman, you're muted.
So I'm going to share again over here. So sample just now, I'm sending it with another account. So I will choose as a teachers. Make sure in the beginning you're choosing as a teachers. Once you're done as a teachers, I will try my second account here. Hope I never signing in with the CS first with this one. Once you are signing in over here, they will be asking for you to register first. It will say sign up for CS first, and then why are you registering like this? Okay, let's say I'm looking for curriculum to teach my students. How can people call you? Let's say I'm going to name it. And then in what setting you are going to use the CS first for school, but outside the normal school day, throughout the community center or other settings. Sample, I will just use other settings. And then where are you located? Sample, I put my location over here. And then how did you heard about CS first? You can just choose any that are suitable for you, any that applies to you. And then you can go to the email settings. Make sure I'm at least 18 years old and agree. Yes. Next. Once you're done next, it will ask you, how are you going to invite? How are you going to create a class? You will get something that looks exactly like this. Welcome to your new dashboard. Got it. So we are going to create a class over here. We are going to put on the class name, sample, trial. You can choose the class color. I like red. And then here, you can choose how the students should sign in. If you are using a school account, you can incorporate this Google Workspace for Education account. But since you are using a personal account, you only can choose CS First account over here. The good thing, if you are going to use the school account with a Google Workspace for Education account, other students, that using their personal email, they will not be able to join to your class directly. So your class will be a private class. Then after you go to the CS First account, you can click create. And here comes something like this. You will get your class. Your class has been created. Got it? And then here, before, in order to invite the kids, you can just click this one to make it simplified. Click on the share button. You can copy the URL and then send it to your kids. Once you're done, you can track the number of the students that signing in over here. And then on the day, you can track the number that students sign on the platform at the same time. In the people, you can see all the students that has been added. As well, you can also ask for a co-teachers over here. Example, I'm going to find these co-teachers over here. I will find another one. This one, I think I'm going to open a new set of tab. This will follow. Over here, once you're done, everything, you can track the students of which video that they already watched, how many percent that already completed, project that submitted, the survey, and then you can see the materials as well as the unit over here. So I think that is the walkthrough. I'm going to the dashboard again. For the teachers sample, I want to join this trial class. I can click go to the join class and then I can put the class code over here. Sample, in the previous class, I have the class code maybe okay, I don't have that one. I think I'm going to share again. So, not share screen. Window. Here. So right now I have two classes, right? I have two classes. This is my first classes. I'm going to sign in first with my account. Let me try again. Sometimes two-step verification is helping us. Sometimes it's slowing us down. Okay, this one is my account. And here I will go to my class. In my class over here, in my first class here, I will open the people and then I can get the co-teachers. Oh, I can see my co-teachers over here already. I got Aisyah Hasin, Muhammad Kamarul, Vasundara, and Miss Subasini. Okay, so I'm going to copy this one, this teacher code, and then if you are going to plan to search for to join a code as a co-teachers in the other class, in your dashboard, you can share again. share. Has my screen been seen? Over here, in the trial class over here, I can click join a class, and then I will put the teacher's code over here directly. And then I will click next. Once I click next, I will join the GEG Pune event classes, and then I will click join. Once I already join, I will get the same class over here. I can monitor the other classes, the GEG Pune event as a teachers. I can directly take a look on the people. I can see the project of the students over here. I can see my co-teachers over here, as well as the units of the students. I can check their project submitted. After done, once we have finished with the classes, everything is done, we can mark it as a complete. So the project can be finished. So we can go to the classes again. We open the classes and then we can click mark as complete. So when everything is already finished, let's say you have done in this unit and you're going to go to the other unit, you can add another unit again. And you want to close this unit, you can click on the three dots and then mark as finished. Something like that. Up until here.
Yeah, that's awesome, Gusman. That was a great insight. There is a last question that I know you showed the curriculum and we can go over it, what works for you. There is a question that is there a possibility to use something like this for language classes, language teachers?
Yes, I believe inside the curriculum over there, there is some part that you can try it with the language teachers, like creating a dialogue. I think there is also something like sample. I think better I directly take a look over here in the units. When we take a look on the units, we can see something. We have the dialogue. Inside the dialogue, inside the what we call storytelling about friend, about art. There will be a lot of lessons inside. So, like pitch your passions, there will be 4 lessons inside. And
figurative language,
figurative language, narrations.
I'm sure. Awesome. That means that it is possible for any kind of subject teachers to use it and try it out in the classroom, just to give students an overview of what kind of work goes behind the video games and the cartoon films that they see, and also prepare them to be able to display their work. Maybe a project-based learning where you are giving them just like Gusman showed us, the figurative language or dialogues. They can actually create an interaction within CS first and then showcase it to the students and the class. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Gusman. I think we are just in time. It is 2 more minutes left. So if you have any other question, those who are attending, feel free to ask us now. I have already posted the feedback link. I will also post the other resources that Gusman has shared with us about CS First. And the slide deck, you can just make a copy of it, go over it, practice it, and see if I'm sure your classroom will be really excited to try it out. So that is wonderful, Gusman. Thank you for coming to GEG Pune to share your expertise. So we really value your participation, and thank you so much for all that you do. And thank you all the
so much,
wonderful
everyone.
Thank you for the audience to join in. Please go ahead, try it, share with your other friends, and feel free to follow us on GEG Pune YouTube channel as well as GEG Ahmedabad YouTube channels for more of such sessions. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening, all of you.